Do you still think in your native language and then translate into English when you want to speak in English? Well, if you do, that's slowing you down. That's slowing you down. This is one of the biggest reasons that people struggle, that they find it so difficult to speak fluently. But the good news is you don't need perfect grammar. You don't need to know the rules of grammar to speak good English. I don't know the rules of grammar. If I was to sit for an English paper right now and the questions were about grammar, I would probably get very, very bad marks. I don't know the rules of grammar. But it's not important to know that in order to speak good English, conversational English. When you need to speak with someone, use it at your office. Yeah, it's not difficult. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. How do you start thinking in English? Is this important for you? If so, please put a comment right now. This is really important for me. I really want to learn this. So how do we do this? You don't need to fix grammar. You don't need to be perfect in grammar. You don't need to know a lot of words. You don't need to know a lot of words. We just need to train our brain to think in English. So you need to teach your brain to think in English. Train your brain to think in English. I'm going to share 5 powerful techniques in this video. 5 that will help you think in English faster and speak naturally without getting stuck. Welcome to my channel. This is Learning with Sanjeev. I'm really happy you're here. I'm really grateful you're here. Thank you so much for being here with me to watch this video. We're going to be talking of lots of powerful things here. So keep it quiet, okay? If you want to talk English confidently and smoothly, keep watching. If you don't, well, you can stop watching then. Technique 1 is called picture thinking. Visualize, don't translate. Why this works is that our brain, your brain and my brain, processes images much faster than words. Much faster than words. So native speakers, if your mother tongue is Sinhala or Tamil or Hindi or Urdu, when you see something and you're speaking in your native language, you don't see the image, translate it and then speak the word, right? Isn't it? We directly associate words with the images or the emotions that we feel. So we see a picture of an apple and immediately we say, that's an apple. Yes. See a vehicle, you see a car, that's a car. See a chair, that's a chair. See a table, that's a table. Yeah, take the picture in. So picture thinking. Visualize that picture, okay, get it into the brain, and then we just speak. So how do we do this practical? When we see an object, don't think of the word in your native language. Instead, just see the picture in your head and just say the word. Say the word. If you don't know the word, describe what you see. So let's say you see a car and you can't remember the word for car. You can't remember car. So you say, I want to get into that, which is going to take me to the airport. I want to get into that in order to get to the airport. Instead of saying, I want to get into the car, so I can't remember the word car. All right, fine. You can point at it and say, I want to get into that, so I can go to the airport. Or I want to get into that to go to the airport. So look around your room and name everything you see in English. That's a chair, that's a table, that's a curtain, that's a mug, that's a glass, a computer. Think about your daily routine and describe it using simple words without translating. I woke up in the morning, I brushed my teeth, I did some exercise, I did some meditation, I drank some water, I got ready for work. Simple exercises. Use simple sentences to just describe what you did in the morning. It's another exercise we can do. When watching a video or reading something, every now and then you can pause the video or stop reading. Just visualize what's happening. What's happening here? What happened in the video? What did I just read about in the book? And then try to explain it to yourself. Talk to yourself. Explain it to yourself using small sentences, small ones. Our first technique, picture thinking. What to do and what not to do. I see an apple. What I would normally do is think, okay, what is this in English? Then try to remember the word, apple. And translating it from your native language. Instead, what should we do? See the fruit? You know what it is? And immediately just say apple without translating. Now you might think, okay, apple is an easy one because, right, the word for apple in most languages is apple. Let's take something else. Let's take chair, right? So in my language, in Sinhalese, chair is putua. See this. What I normally would do is putua. What is putua in English? It's chair. Instead of doing that, I see this, immediately say chair. Try. It's not as difficult as it seems. Can be done. So quick challenge for you. Are you ready to take a quick challenge? Maybe just pause the video, do the challenge. Quick challenge. Can do? Yes? Are you ready? Ready for the challenge? Alright. Just pause the video. Look around the room. Pick 5 things that you see and name them instantly. Let's do that. All right. You did that? That's awesome. Fantastic. Technique number 2. 1 minute thinking exercise. And do this every day. 1 minute thinking. Just 1 minute. You can spend one minute doing this, right? 1 minute. Why does it work? It forces our brain to process thoughts in English. And it helps to remove hesitation and increase confidence. Helps to remove hesitation. Stops us hesitating, thinking, what is the word? What is the word? What is the word? Stops that hesitation. And of course, the more we do it, the better we are. The better we become, it will increase our confidence, right? Yeah. So how do we do this? Pick any random topic. Example, what did I do in the morning today? What did I eat for lunch today? What is my favorite movie? What am I going to do after work today? Yeah. What did I do at work today? And then set your timer for 1 minute on your phone and just speak. So what did I do for lunch today? So I had some chicken with some dal and some beans. And I took a small break from work at that time. I took a break from work, a short one for about 30 minutes. And I watched a movie while having lunch. Simple, describe what you did. And like we said, if you get stuck, you don't know a word, just describe whatever it is that you can't find the word for. Yes, like I was telling you earlier, I want to get a taxi to go to the airport. I can't remember the word for taxi. So I can say, I want to get something that can take me to the airport. I want to get a car that can take me to the airport if I can't remember the word taxi. Or I can point at something on the road. I want to get one of those to take me to the airport. I want to get something like that to take me to the airport. Yeah. Another example, if I want to say, okay, can you go to the fridge and bring me a glass of something really cold, and I forget the word for fridge. I could say, can you go to that thing in the kitchen that keeps food cold? Get me some soda. Get me something to drink, please. You understand what we are doing here? So try this challenge. Speak for 1 minute. Anything you like to do. Speak for 1 minute on any topic that you like. You can pause again now and do that right now. Up for the challenge. Just 1 minute. Won't take a lot of time out of your day, right? You can do this. Technique number 3. Speaking in English while you're doing your normal day-to-day activities. So while you do your morning routine, okay, you can just think of what you're doing in English. Or say what you're doing in English. Okay, while brushing your teeth, I'm brushing my teeth now. And while wearing your clothes, I can actually describe each item of clothing, right? I'm now wearing my shirt. I'm buttoning my shirt. I'm putting on my socks. I'm putting on my shoes. Yes? Just describe it, either aloud or at least in your head. In English, so see, the thing is, while doing all this stuff, let's say getting up in the morning, putting on your socks, putting on your shoes, you are telling yourself you're doing that anyway, but in your native language. So as I'm putting on my socks, if I know I'm putting on my socks, I'm thinking that I'm putting on my socks. See? But now the difference is we are going to be saying it in English. So the more you do this, the more you describe things in English, the faster your brain adapts and is able to do it. The main thing is get started, do it. Just listening to this video is not going to improve your English. Listening to it, pausing every now and then, doing the exercise, saving the video, doing the exercises, or coming back each day, doing a different exercise on this video. You can do that as well. And I urge you to do this. Put this video into your favorites. So you can watch a little bit each day and then do the exercise at that point. You do it for 5 days. And then, or you do the 5 techniques. Maybe 2 techniques a day, 3 techniques a day. Or you do 1 each day for 5 days. And then do it again. So what kind of activities? When you're walking, when you're cooking, when you're getting ready in the morning, when you come back after work, on your way back to home after work, just describe what you're doing. I'm making tea, I'm now drinking my tea. Or before I did that, I added some sugar. Yes, forgot the sugar. Alright, got that? So instead of saying it in your native language, think directly in English and say it in English. That's your challenge. Okay, technique number 4. It's far easier to learn phrases than just words. Why is this? Native speakers, when you're speaking in your native language, you're not thinking in words. You're thinking in the whole phrase. And your brain also actually stores things in phrases, stores concepts, stores ideas, doesn't store words. So words are just a building block for the phrase, right? You know the phrase, you don't even need to know what the words are. So learning full phrases will help us to respond faster in a conversation because you know the whole phrase. We don't need to search for words. Does that make sense to you? It sure makes sense to me. So instead of learning single words like decision, we can learn a phrase. I'm making a decision. Instead of learning a word like busy, I can learn the phrase. I'm busy right now. Can we talk later? So common phrases, we can learn other phrases. Instead of just coffee, could I get a coffee please? Instead of just idea, I got a brilliant idea. Instead of think, let me think about it. The whole phrase, yeah? So the challenge, think of 5 words and then try to create 5 phrases or 5 sentences around these 5 words. Let's try it. I'm sure you can. Let's try it. And technique number 5 is really a fantastic one. It's definitely going to help you a lot. Not that the other 4 won't, but this one especially is something I really like. It's called the shadowing method. Copying how native speakers speak. See, one of the best ways of learning a language, you want to learn Italian, go and live in Italy. And you're going to learn very fast because you are surrounded by people speaking Italian, isn't it? Make sense? So it is the same thing, right? But instead of having to go to that particular country. So why the shadowing technique works is, it helps us improve our fluency, our pronunciation. That's how do we say the word in the right way. Say it out aloud in the right way. Very important. And actually, how do you say the words in a natural rhythm so it sounds nice, it sounds right, without knowing any grammar. That's the beauty of it. So it helps us to think fast in English by training our brain to copy patterns. That's it. I heard of a person living in Indonesia who speaks English with an American accent. How does he do this? Never been to America. He has learned English by watching American movies. So what can we do practically? Get onto YouTube like you are now. Maybe get a TED talk or something like that. Fantastic. Other than learning the English part, you can also get some great content, learn about communication, leadership, whatever, or a podcast. Your favorite podcast in English, good English, or get an audiobook, or your favorite TV show. A really great one is Friends. It will never get dull, isn't it? Friends, have you heard of this TV series Friends? Which ran for so many years. So Friends is a great one. Why? Because all the situations in that are like things that happen on a daily basis. To you and me as well. We meet some friends, we go out for coffee, we are watching TV together, we are making dinner, things that we normally do, right? So you're learning those phrases that is going to help you. Makes sense? So shadowing technique, how does it work? So your TV program or your podcast or your YouTube video, whatever, listen to it for 3 to 5 seconds. That's 1, 2, 3, and then repeat what was said in that program exactly the same way. Same word, same pronunciation, same rhythm, same tone, same inflection. So for example, if I was to say to you, watch a TED talk and repeat what the speaker says. That's about 3 seconds. Now you can shadow me, right? Repeat the same thing. Watch a TED talk and repeat what the speaker says. If I said, watch a TED talk and repeat what the speaker says, then you say it in the same way. Watch a TED talk and repeat what the speaker says. You got that? So just keep pausing every 3 to 5 seconds and say what you heard. You're going to get used to thinking and speaking in English. And your tongue is going to get used to speaking as well. And your ears are going to get used to hearing these phrases. All good. Something else you can do is trying to read the subtitles aloud while watching a show. So you're hearing what that person is saying and then you're saying it also, the subtitles. But it won't be after a period of time, it will be almost instantaneous. So try this challenge. Pick one movie or TV series or YouTube video or podcast and start right now. Tell me how that goes. This is going to be fantastic. Tell me how it goes, okay? In the comments, tell me which of these you're going to start immediately. Right now. Right now. Put it in the comment. It will be so nice to hear from you. Alright, so are you ready then? Pick one of the techniques and let's start right now. Best time to start is now. Yes, right now. So don't wait for any more time. Let's do this right now. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. That will be absolutely fantastic. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. It's been fantastic having you with me. I'm Sanjeev, and until the next one, stay safe and stay blessed.